from the beginning. The Panthers never quit. It's another overtime thriller and pushing a dynasty to the limit. Like Jake DeLong, this team won't surrender. These are the Panthers. It's about elevation in the ATL. It's the flight of Tony G, the Dirty Bird, and Dion high stepping to pay dirt, to rise up to the challenge. These are the Falcons.
Here we are at the Georgia Dome for this divisional showdown between the Panthers and the Falcons. Hello friends, Jim Nance along with Phil Simms just prior to kickoff for this primetime extravaganza, and this adds another whole layer of excitement when you have this game under the lights.
Yeah, it makes it more exciting for the fans. It builds up their enthusiasm because they're out there tailgating all day, getting ready for the game, but also for the players. They lay around no matter what you do during the day. All you can think about is the game. How's it going to work out for us? So I think we're going to see a lot of excitement because of that.
We'll go now to the third member of our broadcast team, Danielle Bellini, down on the sidelines with more on today's game.
Thanks, guys. In speaking with the players the last couple of days, a lot of them talked about the added attention that comes with playing in prime time. Guys, they now have a national audience that doesn't always get to see them, and that's giving many players some added motivation. So this one should be fun to watch. Back to you.
Thanks, Danielle, and now we'll go to the field.
Falcons getting ready to kick it off.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Coming onto the field, the #1 overall pick of the 2011 NFL Draft, Cam Newton by way of Auburn.
Cam Newton, here's a quarterback that he's all in one. That's the only way to say it. He can run the football with speed, he can break tackles because of the power, and he can make all the throws because of that good throwing arm.
A player to watch today, tight end, Greg Olsen out of Miami.
Greg Olsen, a New Jersey boy, grew up in the next town over from me, but he has the speed, pair of good hands, and he's one of Cam Newton's favorite targets.
Second down. Play action. He'll fire it out to the left. That's a conversion, the first of the day. Give him a new set of downs.
Well, Jim, I always say it's about deception when you're playing offense. That time, the play action fake by the quarterback was so good, the defense didn't even see that he still had the football, and he throws it down there for a nice completion.
First and 10. Takes it from the weak guy. Helping spearhead the Falcons defense is Thomas DeCoux.
Yeah, he does a good job, Jim, in the back of that secondary, reads quarterbacks well, and had quite a few big interceptions in 2012.
Stewart's lined up as the single back. And here's the throw. Cam Newton on his way. The 10, gonna take it home for the touchdown.
What a terrible job by the defense. That time, nobody even covers the receiver. He is wide open down the field, and hey, nice job by the quarterback going through his progression. He finds the open guy and gets a touchdown pass.
The Panthers now will tack on the extra point. And the point after is good. The Falcons now will have their chance to respond with their first drive. The score's 7-0. Panthers ready to get the pigskin in the air. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. He holds the NFL record with 50 touchdown passes in one season. Quarterback Tom Brady. The defense comes out of the nickel. First and 10. That catch gives them a first down.
Perfect defense call that time. They allowed the catch. The coach on the sidelines going, well, what else do you want me to do? We had the guy double covered, and you still couldn't make the play.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Tom Brady unleashes the long pass. At wideout, One of the biggest threats in the game, Julio Jones.
Nobody's second-guessing the Atlanta Falcons hierarchy now, are they? All those draft picks they gave up for Julio Jones a couple years ago. Looks like a pretty smart move now.
The Panthers with a nickel look here on defense. And today's starting lineups have been brought to you by Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Throw the short pass, even though it doesn't result in a first down. Now on 3rd and short, all of your passes are in play instead of just the 3rd and long where you only have like 3 or 4 plays you can go to.
White's lined up now as a slot receiver. Brady throws it into the big mitts of Rob Gronkowski.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
That reception gave them the first down.
Brady goes to the Gronkowski with the catch.
Well, they say arm strength is overrated in the NFL. I don't know who those people are. They don't know what they're talking about. It's a big part of playing quarterback. Look at that. He fires it in there in between the defenders for the completion.
White's a receiver in the slot. 1st and 10, working that left side. Ball's going to be incomplete. A hit knocked the ball out. Charles Johnson is coming off a 12.5 sack season, and he is a large presence on that Carolina defensive front.
That's what you need to have a good defense. Who's going to be your premier pass rusher? That's Charles Johnson. And also, he's good against the run.
What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender. You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short, defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a 4th down.
I think it's easy to see why he missed his field goal wide, Jim. Look, as he put his plant foot down, it just got too close to the football in bad position, and that's why he missed it wide.
Stewart's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback.
To the ground here. Tackled at the 29-yard line.
End of 1 here in Atlanta, Georgia. We'll be back momentarily for the start of the 2nd. The Panthers still possess the football as we begin the 2nd quarter.
It's now 2nd down.
And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. Olsen's shifted from tight end to a receiver in the slot. Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun. Makes the grab. He's brought down.
When you see defenses playing man-to-man coverage, what they are saying, we are going to force the quarterback to make an accurate throw. Well, that time, that was accurate. That's why they got the completion.
First down here after the completion. What a grab. They bring him to the turf.
Sometimes the receiver just has to make a great catch. That's what happened on that play.
Falcons come out in the nickel. 2nd and 6. Handoff to Jonathan Stewart. Now makes the move to the right. The tackle was made, but the first down is picked up.
That's an excellent job. Just get enough yardage to get the first down, move those chains, and keep this offense going.
The Carolina Panthers closed fast at the end of the 2012 season, which has given them a lot of hope for this year.
Yeah, it should give them hope.
He's in the clear. The 10. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
You never know with the talent of these guys nowadays. Little short passes. You think they're harmless, and look what happens. They got so much talent all the way down the field for the score.
Count it. The Falcons in kick return formation. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Panthers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
They've got a first down now after that catch. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit and knocks that football loose.
The Falcons now move the chains. The tackle's going to be made, but he's beyond the first down marker. 2-minute warning. White in the slot. Now 1st and 10. Rob Gronkowski with the grab.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down.
Now they'll try over again on 2nd down. Oh, almost caught.
That was an incomplete pass that time against cover 2, the 2 deep safeties. And you really want to throw the football down the middle or deep down the sidelines. That time the quarterback didn't do that, and that's why it was incomplete.
He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. That's enough for a first down.
Well, even though they're down more than 7 here, the offense down the red zone, it'll be good for them for the rest of this game. Their confidence for the offensive coach that they can punch this in for the touchdown.
Incompletion, forcing it into double coverage.
As much as these guys practice during the offseason, training camp, during the week, you think receivers and quarterbacks would always be on the same page. That time they...
Touchdown. This game is tight.
goes to show you got to practice everything in the NFL. On both sides of the ball, you can tell the offense has practiced this quite a bit. The receivers were in position. The football came their way, and they get a touchdown on a Hail Mary pass.
The Falcons for the extra point. Extra point is good.
The Panthers are about to have the football kicked their way. Their lead has been trimmed. The score's 14-7. The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. Smart play here, just take a knee. Olsen's in the slot here for this play. Newton's back in shotgun formation. Incomplete.
It's always dangerous when your receiver's running the drag route and you throw it too far in front of him. You most likely are just going to lead him into trouble.
Stewart lined up in the backfield. 2nd and 10. Thrown incomplete.
Anytime as a quarterback you see the receiver coming across the field on a drag route, don't lead him, just stick it on him. Quarterback throws it too far in front that time.
Cam Newton takes a look down from under center. 3rd and 10, and Williams has got it on the handoff. All set to punt here. The Falcons signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The punter awaits the snap. Wants to give it a go here. Shakes off the tackle. He stacked up at that point.
Very lucky that time on that punt return. The coverage was outstanding, and the returner's just lucky he didn't fumble the football.
On 1st down, and it's knocked down.
He did everything right, didn't he, the cornerback that time? He was physical. He stayed on the wide receiver. He was reading the quarterback, so it was easy for him to knock the throw down.
Completion right there, but it really should have been an interception.
And what you do in man-to-man defense sometimes, get up there and disrupt the wide receiver, disrupt his rhythm, disrupt the timing, and what do you get? Another incompletion. Hard to play man-to-man coverage all the time in the NFL. That time we see the man-to-man coverage, the quarterback sees it. Nice throw.
We've come to the end of the first half in the Olympic city of Atlanta. And we'll take a quick break here for halftime before returning for the start of the third. Danielle Bellini is there with the latest from the sidelines.
Hey guys, I got a chance to quickly speak with Akeem Dent during halftime. It is a tight one here, and neither team has turned the ball over yet. He said, I think we could have come up with a couple turnovers. We just missed our opportunities. But we don't want to wake up in the morning and say, what if? So we need to actually force some turnovers here in the second half. Guys, back to you.
Danielle, thank you very much. Now we'll go to the field. First down, offense readying for the snap. Could have been intercepted.
Well, but there's man-to-man coverage on the defensive side. And the defense does a job like this where they are covering those receivers. There is nothing a quarterback can do except that, throw another incomplete pass.
It's incomplete. The defender had it for a moment, but could not pick it off cleanly. White's going to get set in the slot for this snap. That reception picks up the first down.
Crossing routes, that's what you want to throw when you see this type of coverage. 4 deep, cover 4, look for guys going across the field. Hard for the defense to cover those throws.
White's lined up in the slot. First down and 10. Intercepted!
Linebackers nowadays are so talented. They can just do everything. They're strong enough to stop the run, but how about this interception? Good job, good reading of the quarterback, and a nice catch.
The defense comes out in the nickel. First and 10. the throw to the left. What a hit, and the ball is dropped.
Does it take talent to do something like this? You've got a time to pass where the football is going, where the receiver is going to catch it and do the perfect timing. Hit that receiver, and that football comes flying out. Nice job that time, incomplete pass.
Here it's a 2nd and 10.
Jonathan Stewart with the football. Going to lose yards here.
This play just takes so long. That's why it doesn't work too often in the NFL. Fast defenses. The quarterback makes the fake. He tosses the football outside to the runner. Nowhere to go, and he loses yards on the play. Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long. They can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
White's lined up now as a slot receiver. He brings it in here, and he's got the first.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
Steven Jackson lined up in the backfield.
1st and 10.
Rocks him with that hit, and the ball's going to fall incomplete.
That's interesting as you watch the receiver trying to make that catch. He knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground. That time, the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
It's 3rd down coming up. Looking across the middle, Rob Gronkowski with the grab.
When you talk about throwing the football into open space, that's almost always against zone defenses. That's what we saw that time. Good job by the quarterback throwing it in there.
They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Brady connects with Gronkowski.
Zone defense doesn't work in the NFL like it used to. Good job by the quarterback reading that zone and finding the open guy.
White's a receiver in the slot. Looking for a receiver on the left side here. He's brought down at the 30-yard line.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Makes the grab. Nice tackle.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Makes the grab. Touchdown.
Go to an NFL practice, they spend about 40% of their time practicing plays going in to score. That's why they made it look so easy here. Nice throw by the quarterback on 1st and goal.
Falcons with a PAT to tie the contest. Makes the PAT. Got a tie game here now, and what's been a good one so far. The score's 14-14.
That's a touchback. The ball will be spotted at the 20.
Olsen's moved away from the tight end position to now a receiver in the slot. 1st and 10, handoff. The tackle was made. Lined up in the pistol formation. On 2nd and 9, trying to work that left side.
How about that? You throw the football behind the line of scrimmage, and the running back catches it and makes a big play out of it. He's able to make people miss, and he can break tackles. This guy is a force.
End of 3 here in downtown Atlanta. We'll be back momentarily for the start of the 4th. The Panthers are rolling after a huge gainer at the end of quarter number 3. That long gain sets them up here on this play.
It's going to be a false start call on the offense.
False start, offense. Still 1st down.
1st and 15 after the penalty. Final quarter underway now with this snap for a gain of about 5.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
Second down, even after the completion. Perfectly thrown.
Good job by the offense. Another 1st down. The defense absolutely is getting tired. And when you get tired, you make mistakes.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Stewart's going to take the handoff now.
Teams in the NFL spend about 30-40% of their time all week long practicing plays in the red zone. So there's a lot they can do here. Let's see if they come up with something that works.
2nd and 1. They feed it to him again. End zone bound, and he's got the touchdown.
Good job on that touchdown. That puts them ahead, and it's always, of course, better to be ahead than behind.
Extra point is good. The Falcons ready to return the kick. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. White in the slot. 1st and 10. Very nearly intercepted. Offense lines up here. 2nd and 10. Almost intercepted that time.
Incompletion by the quarterback that time. It was good, tight, man-to-man coverage.
Rodgers lined up in the backfield. Oh, that could have been intercepted, but he couldn't hold on.
When you're going against a good quarterback and wide receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
Failed to pick up the first down, and they'll give the ball back to the other side.
Situations like this sometimes can cost you the game. You're down in the second half. Why would you go for it on fourth down in this situation? You don't get it, that decision might cost you this football game. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they come up with a play that fools the defense.
We're late in the game, and the offense is in no hurry. Down at 7. The quarterback will hand it off. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After that last carry, it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with it again, and that'll gain just a few yards.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. So, 1st and goal to go. Handoff to Jonathan Stewart.
Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
That 2nd down coming up. Goal from the 8. Jonathan Stewart with the football for about 3.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
This one could have gone either way. Each side made some spectacular plays, but we've come to an end, and what a game it was. You go to that locker room, and you know you played well enough to win, but you come up short. That's got to be hard.
You are right, Jim. It is so emotionally draining to lose a close game because what do? You go in the locker room and you go, what play could I change in myself that would have made a difference in today's game? That is tough to take. When you have a wide receiver with this kind of talent, sooner or later he is going to make a play that can decide a football game. And the play of today's game is this nice reception down the field by this tough wide receiver.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.